Hi guys, how you doing? There's my new bike. Probably thinking what's going on. He's just had that new bike, why is it in bits again? Well, I've had a recurring problem and it's a squeak on the back wheel, so I decided to take the cassette off as the noise was coming from that kind of area, that general location, and grease the Freehub again. Thinking it might be a bit dry. So when doing so, I couldn't get the cassette off, and I literally had to pull out the whole thing, including the Freehub, which luckily the Bontrager one just pulls out, and I had to hammer it from the reverse side of the cassette in order to get the Freehub out. And basically this is what's happened. Okay, obviously the Freehub when I bought it, because I bought the wheel second hand anyway, wasn't in good condition, but you can notice the very end of the splines are completely worn, and then you notice even further where the lock ring actually screws in, that section has actually split, hence the creak. So you're wondering, what am I going to do about this? Thought about welding it. Probably wouldn't go down too well, to be honest. It wouldn't work that well. I love the Bontragers. They've got all these points of engagement which are absolutely awesome, but I thought I'd have something different, and I'm going to show you what wheel I've got. Later in the day, got all my bike sorted. We'll continue with the wheels in a minute, but I just wanted to show you. For anybody that thinks they can't get a decent bike for under £1,000, I think this guy spent, I think he said £750 on this bike. Commensal's obviously a direct-to-consumer brand, so you have to get it online. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely immaculate. He's paying me for a service, which I've done, but he's also paying for a new bike to be serviced, which was pretty good anyway. So as a little surprise, I've converted his tyres to tubeless for him, because I had some spare valves lying around, which is awesome. But on about wheels, tubeless, conversions, stuff like that, back to this. Here we go. So this was the hub, absolutely knackered. Now I could have spent £80 on a new hub. That doesn't come with the pawls, but it wouldn't have mattered because I already have the pawls out of this one, the 6-pawl system, to make it 108 teeth of engagement. Sounded pretty cool as well, but yeah, I bought a new wheel, and I've gone for a wheel that I've really fancied for a long time. A lot of people go for Hopes for reliability and things like that, but I like the engagement, and Hope hasn't really got good engagement. I think it's 46 tooth of engagement. I like a lot of uphill technical climbing, so I've gone for Halo Vortex. So I'm going to get it out of the box, get it up here, and I'm going to start putting the cassette on. So let's get this box open. Always a nervous thing when you buy something new. Very rare occasions they don't send the right thing. You have to send it back, and that pees me off. And also these boxes with these brass staples in. I had a nasty experience with one of these ones where I've literally cut my palm open. Right, here we go then. So we've got some stickers as well. Always like stickers for the shed. Obviously everyone wants to hear it. So let's get this cassette on. Started using the Park Tour stuff. Seems a bit thicker, a bit gloopier, which I like. Clean this obviously before I'm putting it back in as well. That was a ball ache. Getting a tyre off a 40mm rim is no joke, especially when it's been sealed for about 6 months. My God, it took me 40 minutes to get it off. Hence the reason why I turned the camera off before I swore a lot and bruised my knuckles a lot. What we got to do, fit the brake rotor on, fit the wheel on, that's it, we're all good. I think bike mechanics, it's partly trial and error. Obviously you've got to take the leap sometimes, and otherwise you're never going to figure out how to do stuff. But they do also try and make it idiot proof, to be honest. I mean, there's arrows on everything. There's arrows on the rotor, which way it's going. There's arrows on the tyres. It tells you if the tyres are tubeless compatible. And you know, one thing I used to do when I first started, I used to say to people, oh, I can convert that to tubeless, no problem. And it wasn't a tubeless rim, it wasn't a tubeless tyre. And yeah, you can do it, but it just isn't worth it, to be honest. You know, tyres leak of sealant, and it makes a mess everywhere. They don't seal properly. You know, it's best just having the right stuff. So now I've just decided, listen, I can do a tubeless conversion, fairly cheap. It's not a problem. Tubeless valve, what's a valve cost? About 10 quid. I could do that. As long as the tyre is tubeless ready and the rims are tubeless rim. That way there's no problem, the customer's getting the right thing. And if they want to try and do it or get it done on the cheap, I think really they can do it themselves. Because I'm going to lose money as a business owner, and they're not going to get what they've been asking for, you know. Get the correct torque setting, 8 Newton meters. Miss a bolt. Right, shall we see what this sounds like? That's right.